abusuafo se ne da ye no no kire se ye beji nkonwa na kire se ye sua de ye nko ba bia sisi a na kire se ye de nooma ehihye so na ansa na ye kwakwaje nkrato no meka bibi se wase no wo ye asew konofo ana se oye asew red card obi baka se asew gengam na ye kan in law a no bia dwen ko straight to mother-in-law. Me say, nada-in. In-law, so brother-in-law, mo, uncle-in-law, auntie-in-law, grandpa-in-law. And I was meeting counselor wa hane de abusia for kianeki. Obechirem amayati asiye na yehu de ewo se ye nyina ye na yetime e de atoto ya brabo ho pepepe. Counselor.
Why efe? Where the shades of brown?
Yes, please. Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, fabric center.
Wow.
Ma shane bosse nyambo ochina ye ba ho no.
O ka chere se meka ho.
Mpacho hai.
Tambe.
Bibi ani amemo so at ye
ka o TV so na abusia na hu se ye serious na anopa me room animu na chese be di wachi.
Sa pepe ye ba ko.
Na ye betu ye di ye pe.
Ye ba ko
ye the number of clothes of purpose ye be.
Ye drew ha.
Ye do wa. Be the bag be ko. Send be ya. All right. So me chia busiafo.
Sa pepe.
Na me nua ba medical ka kiro se obi opa adesua de me penasem. Adesua ye it increases you on every level or it will increase you on every level. Ema wa wade a un sabi nyansa etoa so. On wade ya unya nyansa ni suade hu eboa ma otutu niomba yezo obi osua de me dem friend abusuani. Obi a wabon de e am sero we hu a me no besere twem because don't share down padisia na ye kan say ye tu awade fofo yes ye tu ye hofo me tu me hofo so tu hofo ye nyina ye hu aduru sende be ya ye be kura ya awade ye ne ye mpran twem ye ntimi sero ye sua de ntimi chia obi bia wo hwem why am I light of the bra Facebook me sero. All right, so and ye in-law
Sir
I've lost my voice a little bit but I was speak out ye in-law
well lose voice ni
mba cha be lose voice no ba be ye adwuma yeah, in-law, but Miniaba, the crowd want to say Africa memu and Ghana memu and a bibi memu. You can't in-law pay. The first person we think of is the mother of one of the spouse. That is wabane mami and a bear mane mami. But the crowd want to say you can't in-law never. In-law yet train ketwa. In-law can be the parents, that is both sides, the mother and the father. Omo ye in-law.
Yes, please.
Na ebia na te na onte fathers be also be a bullet too. But woman one be fie o manin kra wo fun so. Ti ono on pa on hyehyɛ o ya reserve what akonwam na okuta na bua inu bua na waka na boss ba one phone call it will break fie ho.
My God.
By authority and by instruction. And so we shouldn't think that it is only the women, that is, there are men too who are like that. Almost your in-law, but they are dangerous. They don't appear in the houses, they just make a call or send somebody. Kokachira be baba man say, pa. Frebe baba na kachira say mihian wa hasisia. To amma and also be fear. But the man they are a little bit emotional. Into no e kan saa no awura ho no abewoso no ho kakra ana wabetrena fie ho no abewoso no ho kakra na me kai no na me ka in-laws no eye maame oba na abema papa oba na abema enuam maanum ani nuam mema no mo so ye in-laws.
Yes, please.
Etina kire se ma wade wo maame wo papa ene unuanum nyina be ye in-law efiofo nyina ye in-law so ba ya no ye ntan hwe ho no and I'm telling you say me ka maame dia wonye na maka papa dia wonya there are some in-laws from ye nuanum they are more even dangerous than the parents that they can interfere and create problems especially be mani nuam ma ene wo ba ni nuam mema wo ba ni nuam ma they are no problem because some ye ma but wo ba ni nuam mema they will not sit for the gentleman to take their sister for granted. They will strike because they understand manhood. They understand who a man is, how men behave, how men act, how men talk. So when it comes to wabano, in-law, they can easily react. Sansu ne ba be mana or ninyam man in-law. Or also so one prima wabano embe fa ni nua bema fatosa etu yese wo di ni nua bema di agoro no wote kotwokere wo be strike. So all the in-laws are dangerous. So we shouldn't think that mothers are the only problem. They are the only problem as we see because onu ye nyina wanyi no one person mo keka wa akira eti nkwala no kra to make a nsem na strike maame no e wa na maame no hye dan te hwe hu hwe but the nkwala de ka wa akire no na aspark maame no. So in-laws no we should know that wo mu nyina be papa bi nya papa. So it can be sister, brother, it can be father, mother, but don't mean in-law. I want to see a TSS and yes we would think that in-law ya maame the papa in-law but they are broad.
Yeah.
Number 2. Miniaba. Our dear, about 40-50% of influence is from the in-laws. Don't try. Don't play. Don't joke. Ti memo obi nwana num mana ma wade wachie ya ne ya busha obi atumi mekere de ya pe maka tie ya no ya ma chance ya magaba menwe wanum na ebibi memu o wade wo ba ne papa ne ma me nua ma maka. They play a lot of things. They play a huge role. That is the word I want to use. They can have impact, influence on your marriage or in your marriage. They can on and in. They all know what my woman in no realm no bekasai.
My God.
I'm telling you this. When it comes to in-laws, don't play. Don't say important. They play a lot of role in your marriage. And they can have about 30, 40, at least 50% role in your marriage. Whether mommy, papa, or nyanom, don't underestimate them. And it is also said that Bema biara, one of the parents, that is the in-laws. Bema no. Bema biara one negere no ni in-laws. Some actually in-laws.
Yes.
So now we understand the in-law.
Yes, please.
Bema biara one ni in-laws. It is said that their marriages survive more than anything.
Wow.
Yeah. The Bema one negere maame, negere papa, negere ni niyam mema, any ni niyamba what that flow and that flair. And what that relationship.
Vibe.
One more vibe, no connection, no flow, no you know, that attachment and that attraction and that love and that, you know, one love. Yeah. One love one. It is said that they enjoy their marriage. And they don't complain much. Because as same secret in-laws need be to me come out. Sachi Ghana when ya be mapa. Obana when ya jai sem huno. Masa, next time we say ya baba buamano in-laws. So it is said that most of them, successful marriage, most of them enjoyed it and they are enjoying it not because they are good to their spouse, but because they have a connection with their in-laws. That connection and that friendship is good. Into wabana wawade meno, wane meme papa mini anu omuti yes. Just say ofafo no report to send me my na dia na wo call abenya fi wa maame wa papa wa unuan mokra rebel say na dey me am yemu nuan muchi me asem is because they are, you know, that connection
is there.
Eti ade di kan wo say tia say when you have a good connection with your in-laws, you have a long term of marriage. Our dear ni che any can opposite side ni e kire say when you have a bad relationship with your in-laws, your marriage can be very short. Because they have a lot of, you know, they have that influence, that impact on your marriage. They are saying matters. What they say, what they do, how they act, and how they react matters. I repeat. What they do, what they say, how they act, and how they react matters. A 2 diagram can have impact on your marriage. Obano, Bemano. We are still talking about in-laws.
Yes, sir.
Now, can say in-laws in Bebrinye, you know, especially mothers, mothers, But the can say number one, we should understand that if I live with my mother for a long time, it is called separation. So you can write number 1 separation. In-laws, number 1 separation. Sister, Yanti asie se enye mami bia na wonye na woni ne ba na twempana na oye.
Okay. True.
Papa no woni ne ba twempana na oye. Anuanom no Tama woni wo mu nua ne twempana no oye na ba ne sei ana se sei su eban ani ni ye foforo bi yaba. See, by wisdom, something should tell you that when I live with you for a very long time under the same roof, now me separate me one. Sometimes by the bond, it is not easy.
True.
But one of the things we need to understand from the foundation is separation. So, onuya ten ho enuano mo fa ne beteo. Maybe enua bema na me nua ma me ensa. Mema me enua 5. Na me ko wade me nua ma no me boa wom me hwe me no mu di agro that you know ye dia we wa me mom ska show mo e wa bra pani na ka say you know bra you know say lady be about be family akọ. That bond, that separation can create problems. Eti ye be fa me koya na me be ma na me kokọ wade be ma be free na agane na fie ti me na mako ti me free fie odie me kodie, but that connection, that friendship, that unity, that oneness, that family bond can create problems. Not because they are not good, but because, you see, once you separate yourself, they feel like somebody has taken our gift, our beloved, our loved one from us. They can be so vibrant on the person. I mean, I'm talking about whoever took their brother or sister so much that, oh yeah, okay, they'll strike. Separation. And you know, me can't ba ma meso. And the papa swa, ma me raising the ba for about 25, 30 years. But your in-laws, you know, omusuma ini be justify. I'm not joking. Say be there, no. Don't blame them. Not because they are evil, they are bad, they are wizards or they are witches. No, Charlie. Obi ashani about 20, 30 years. Now walk over sister. Men transfer me can't say in-law no you been for what? And you not from sir. Paying school fees, taking care, raising, show papa, Mr. J. I raising work at university for so many years. Look at the investment and the sweat. Now, Bema, what do I? Opa, catch them say, oh, papa, I better not remember, say, what remember what it's in. No, I say, I can. Obecha warning, in fact, I want the national church and be Baba do in diagram, opening, people, dear. And I wouldn't be burning diagram, opening, how, depending on their religious beliefs.
True.
Who did the diagram? Be do me, who did the diagram, pump it, you know, and yes, all treaty, what you know, but look at that separation. For years and the investment, nobody will wish that.
True.
So we are talking about in-law.
Yes.
And so number one, we need to understand that separation can create problems. Eti enye sebe ma na enye hwe unia doctor na wakọ wade a na wate se ye tete wana bibi nkoyi a humanly come obefa fon afre bro no said saying kwadwo saying I assume say ka say my sister just called me and I want you to know that don't try, because if you try don't try. No, and yes, but separation. Sir. So number one, some in-laws are bad because of separation, not because they are evil.
True.
Am I speaking wisdom?
Yes, sir.
No, we are not saying how bad they are is good, but we are trying to tell you that when they act and they are going way offline, there is a reason. And sometimes the couples, one, should understand a little bit and consider many things, and I will talk about it.
Okay. Okay.
Am I making sense?
Deep sense, crap.
Number two, don't assume they are intentionally trying to be difficult. Don't ever assume that your in-laws are intentionally trying to be difficult. Unannounced. Unannounced is a sign of disrespectfulness.
Yeah.
Eti me papa oba me fie no amfrɛ me na me tia kokoko bia wan asisi. Sa de ba me fie. Oye ma me nti, just oba sa on. Ekroma na sa de ye no oba. Jack, oba wade a, give them that space and respect. But nevertheless, you must understand that ma me no invade in that atmosphere, that territory. Now o refio oba ho, obekasa, orewura dem, send ye can last week, or go up and down, or done about bema around, or done about oba around. So bema, whatever it is. You know, both sides. No order. Sometimes you need to understand that they are not doing it intentionally. Do you know why? They think that when they came, they are doing the right thing. Something that at the end of the year, something that ban or buy and or ye be my beman and say they also treating me baba. So sometimes by their actions, they are not intentionally hurting the family. They don't even know they are breaking the family. They are bringing discord. They are bringing disunity. They are separating them. They think that waba so be stressing and we because the bad boy no actually say obani share then but how she went about it is creating a problem. So sometimes we need to understand that some of the in-laws, they don't intentionally come to create problems. They came with their willing power to help stand the thing or to help strengthen the thing. But unfortunately, okoba. So sometimes they don't intend now ofin the fear because they are the naba. Anyway, what you been for?
People was hard, know.
And I make up say most of them. So I'm not saying all of them.
All of them.
Obi so about say what you know. Because from people me say, "Oh, what did me babe me on a show me sika."
Yeah.
You know, talk about it. What did me be usa? First every week or to ma. They say, "Now what's our na shini jum?" Ha. Go miss me what you know. I know there. E be ye anfin. Ene abro. Kanfra. Miensa no. Ni nyina kan boma demonic. Yeah, but sometimes most of them they don't assume they are intentionally trying to be difficult. Okay. They think they came to repair, but then overboard. Now create problems. Okay, because they don't know their boundary. I'm continuing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So parents they invade into the territory of the couples, the spouse, because of old-fashioned ideas. Old-fashioned ideas.
Okay.
O maame tete no no to be call ono de bafi eye wo no ene wanyi a ono so awo no o wo abeta ne kokoko ade ya eye bia me papa na mabekọjọ bra bia me pon no ati say wa bia etwam na me se be fa na me ne mo wonkomo bibi abekọ na se me hu se wo so ati na che se wo yere won show ye tete no you know eti me fra wa ana be ba ya me be kan asem no so old fashioned ideas eti wono so ene wa benyini and what by papa to send the papa. Now, what just send your papa and mommy handle our dear teacher. Now, they grow up thinking that is the right way to do it. It is called the old-fashioned ideas. Even some parents are today training and building their children with that old-fashioned ideas. Oja no abakola ni mu etu adia ejimi se papa go sie jimi. Fiana jimi na be jimi no. Old-fashioned ideas. Train up a child the way they should grow. And yembum epu. And no chile so why akwala ni yi. Obi to be sure the bon carry nchile no. Oyare osusu we jimi because sabi mo ni mo penfo. O matter bidie no. And sometimes I don't want to say some things because my next generation will come and watch this. So I'm very careful what I leave on social media. So I don't want to say, but you must also understand that oh yes sir, the old fashioned ideas. So akwala no show nia onyi no ni say sabi kwase aboa. One part of the language I can Africa. It was in a down for the gross was quasi and to be fiscuba, not quasia. Say hello, teachers, what to say? Maybe what if you wouldn't quasiac no about wine down for? Because when you say that is not how you brought them up. So all that old-fashioned ideas can make some in-laws become something else. Because they saw their parents do it, they saw their grandparents do it, and they think that it can still be implemented in our, the kind of generation we are in, or in this dispensation, which could be wrong. Okay. So when you are a parent, please, in-law, old-fashioned, that idea, nana. Etumi ba papa fia wo mmere so it's not like that
oko fuom na ochikusia o se medibi e koma mase
thank you anu aba me bra mkusie o
bra mkusie
na mo ni so fridge obo okro mbusa ono akọ fridge nu akoyi because office ono ombo sa rapport no is that how you use rapport and your rapport and our rapport. All right, so come back to me. Also that is it. So old-fashioned ideas can make some in-laws difficult, including the sons and the daughters. All right, okay. Now you're quite hear me. Sister, so bibi hear me amaka yesu ade afanya nsem we hear me. Don't betray your spouse to your parents. Especially to your in-laws. Don't ever do that. What you announced to your in-law will determine the results that is provided on the table in your marriage. When you are bad, now you have a problem. When you are bad, when you have a problem, people are told, "Hey, atobo." Now me, my friend, my man, my papa. No, my sati. that say ma moye ma wa for to speak am person me kasa oba na me na de tinu mu ado stupid. I'm telling you ma me report o ma me papa wo omo ya wo in-law na ma start take kasa every couple listen don't ever do that na ma te me papa me ma be kasa wie no naturally they develop bitterness, hatred and anger towards you without you knowing. Eja fe wo hwa sama ka kire so wo hwem yi wonya me fine woni mi kasa yo mu ade e wo wa na trigger ma me by love. And you should understand that no matter how many years you leave your parents, there is still this spiritual and physical love bond. Master, acha wo wuko. Eti ono no ma me no wato papa ne de na maka no ma no aka kire ma me say Monday no pa me besa uko efie ho. Now uko he kwesima me because this is not the first time on baby you but o initiate adwuma no ama na here. This is not the first time. I think this is the second time.
Yeah.
Tell you o china Monday no pa men ko market tam. Coffee o mo nimbre. We in-law ba ma no na nyu ba yehu. Cause okay nti Monday no pa na ma me na ba kokoko. Oba ya so ni bisa ase ode one no a obopo na ma good morning wan jisu wo twam. Wa hukum waton wa ma in-law. And the sad thing is that one ton ma in-law pe o catch the in-law father and mother no almost so about mo ma e wo fia ma ne omo mu nya awade yet no. It will say omo hate you. So some of the actions of the in-laws is based on one of your partner by his communication towards or to the parents. Because sometimes you can't blame the in-law. But in-law ni bi wo by information, but we get no information akọ. Etu ya no asama wuku no say kwadwo. Kede o ma me papa ye. So forget your man handle wom. Forget your only problem tie. Wan na wade o. E yan kasa wan na wade o.
Pacho wan.
Wan na wade o. Wuku na wan.
Pacho wan.
Wan na ha dan no.
Pacho wan.
Wan na tobi anima.
Pacho wan.
We sit to relax.
Ha me o.
How? Forget to be parents on me fucking.
Okay.
But me king no chako. Eti parents men no mo trans ni antete ne ba. Obedi friend ya na maame no ba no na ne nyansa wo fom chi ni mfi. Ti ko ba no on trans no fro ban set sen. Me ba ko si frame me. Se ni o ma bi nkoyi na dan. Den na ekoso da bi. Ono no send your information no. See your information can deform you or transform you. It one oba no. Ejana wedwan out of anger and emotional, that leading oba gidi owura won shout no oba transfer what saying. Now see then the Sofia. So my mommy on person be in Banama. Aha, what did you pay? Now then the Sofia, Yanko Kitchen, I'm smith to my bibiama, and you wonder why a mother will walk in, your in-law will walk in and act strange. It is because o partner no wasel. Tina matching over her, make country say, don't betray. I wrote the word betray because there are challenges in marriage. But don't sell out your partner. It will make your in-laws become difficult to your spouse. Sani wabani so men from my no papa and report to her husband. And y'all say it is something good. And y'all say, oh yes sir. Now parents know how good you are. One kasawo nyame ya wadom no wase wawade. Enye demons so, enye forces so, enye honboni who the usuni wo kasa. Your lack of skill in communication. What they say wawade. Because now you are going to call your parents as a woman and tell them that you are not treated well. Your father and your mother will not sit there for another guy to treat you bad. No, they still love you. They will come and defend you. Stop betraying your spouse, your partner to your parents. And who will trigger your in-laws? Who say, "Oh, wana uniaba." Ya said there's some fidie. What they say we need? No aba. Una ukunya. Unim. Me ma me say fiambe try and chain. Na ombepe jumensia wa te say no obetra. Hey, no obetra for betra ombu. Adentina me nua baba betra me yere ncha ombu for no reason. I think command san obai. So you saw your bath. We your ba won hwe ne bra yi. The only man is kadi. So no san was address as hill. Ejina hill so e proto. Me bra sika nko, me bra sika kro. Ti ga no or your neighbor sister, your in-law, ombu because information come say, oh, your couple listen, don't ever betray your partner to his or her parents. Wrong. It will make your in-laws become arrogant and proud.
Okay.
They are also about in-law. Be a team.
Okay.
Now become be a team. Now me person me chere say, wobani be ma ya wade, ye team baako. Yenye 11 players. Yenye 12 disciples, but Jack ye team. Team aye ye ne say ya adwene bomu baako. Ye kasa bomu baako. Ye ni swade hu bomu baako. Ya koma bomu baako nti yen wo in-law na wo ba no. Ye tu ye hofo. Ya draw plans ato ho. Ye hihye ye da ho. Eti wo ba na wure mu a because we are one you can't penetrate. But unfortunately for some couples they are not one. Eti oba ne maame ne papa, bema ne maame ne papa e wure mu a they can succeed. Why? Because there is no teamwork. Eti mimi ka say unso ka say eti aye in-law baako no say no, I have to defend my own. Na me pa who will reject his or her own. So there should be a teamwork. Ya wade aye mienu, ya sam ye baako. Eti etumi ka say look, listen, ya worry. When our parents want to come to us, they should call us. When our parents, we want to go there and give them a gift. We can go there 3 months, 4 months. Okay, every year, you perceive both parents, ebedi holidays, 1 week. If you are doing well, more dying, more, guest rooms. Okay, every 1 year, you perceive no mushani party. See, a team. Okay, say no, a few years meton to matere ama oma mo so to beto tre e adwene team ama papa item ma say ye to tre a ye koma be ma ne ma me ne papa ana afo a ba me de ya ma ne bi to oba ne friend parents say boy so ye koma si ho ko ye de so ye provision shop na you say provision na ye no shopping na ye no e ko say 5,000 ne ma me so what nti koma say koma mi ku ne ma me ne papa ne ni nuanom e ko no bo no ye jollof so wow iti asel ba ko no e ma e oba ne almost all train say Christmas. We are not a team. So much train ashemba. Nana ya kachere me. Ombedi ya wati. To most of them and ombudi no ya. Because of the information you sent, you are not a team. So every couple must be a team, so that nothing can penetrate. Ti ya dwene ba kwa ye ba ko. And then tomato ya beche no 1-1. Omunyine eba. Ye konso ye tuka ye kwa ye di mere kakra ye fro ya kwa ya kodi mere kakra. Say na ye kwa ya o chana so ye be kwa ye yiyim because we are a team.
True.
Now you to us to say, anytime there is a problem with your in-laws, that is Obano, Bearmano, anytime there is a problem, every woman listen to me. Let the man do the confrontation. Woman, don't go. Everybody listen by wisdom. Anytime there is a confrontation, whether free Bearman want to buy or if Obano, let the man do the confrontation. Do you know why? Because women are very emotional. Whenever there is a problem, how they confront it and handle it will be quite different, no matter how mature you think your wife is. Eti oko handra say ni kuni maame ne ne papa ana ni kuni nua ni sister in law ti ono ye oba ti bo wan say afode one ni kuni nua ba we twam na we emotions we twam why emotional we twam na o twik ni nua we be ma ni nua ba kasantwi na ono so ye kasantwi. But we are not question them afraid. What do you say? No, whom you want to share me? Jesus, yeah. That calling and Cassadi be sing you be doing me, and you whom you me. But I am can I talk to you? Sit down. Who you mean, Abba? I think my wife has complained for some time. Please, 2 things: either you become fair, good, nice to my wife, or you pack out. Because this is my family. Remember, we are able to control our emotions. A brosuna no dia na ye buafu but ansa na be ma bubufu no acho be o quick tempered ansa na be ma bubufu na it has taking something akwa achiri. I hope you understand. But oba na yanga be trigger sisia onya abotre, especially when they see that their in-laws are trying to put their nose into every matter in their house. So whenever there is a problem, I would advise every woman, don't do the confrontation, allow your husband. But then you are a team. So Maka, this is how we want it. This is what you must say. This is how it should be said. It's better man on all with him say Charlie. I dream you na can boom, but a dream back on the coca to account or can say you the ekasa. Now so nene nipa baako. Why? Because men are able to control and balance their emotions than women when it comes to in-law. Other than that, you are going to create hatred, useless hatred for yourself as a woman.
Useless hatred for yourself as a woman. Now, living together as a couple. Na making obana esuban bi chese enko yesa, but we have to be a team. And any kwan say me friend me ma me na me born na mane say na obanity.
Yeah.
Na fe ni soso eni ya ye tan
yeah
nipa no untimi nkanche na jinsemu kura
all right
inti omubehu no na fe inti this was what you were actually going through adentina one moya mane na ebia adwen bi wo kokora ye de amaw anase bibie wo ho ayetimi aboa wo se ne be ya ubetimi aso ano no watimi atena wa amanaduru mpempensuo sei se bia oba ono ohwema oye ya no wagya ho no okọ hey time open no be ye de opeso oye you know like ebe toto aso na fe aye nsem bebre inti eno ne sa no does it become advantage to the couple and as a disadvantage?
Every issue, every problem is solved by a human being.
Yes, sir.
Not by a spirit, not by an animal. So your parents are not the only option, or they are not the only people you can walk to. Nevertheless, I just said dum pempen so be a semno imu nyan edere. And no when you want to present it to your parents, wisdom must be applied. In other words, you don't go to dirty your wife, your husband to the parents, because still we are we say signing the better. Osane neti etu kwose na ye ne hu fia na ofisi ye kotunefo ntu ye ne hu fia kai say wo ye ne hu fi wie na etunefo awate bad wo ba efi na ugu nu no onfa nchew wanye obetumi a better towards you yet ono neti unso na wo neti nya papa no maame it make us say there are some minor challenges in marriage. It shouldn't go to parents. You can get a counselor. You can have your pastor, you can have your chief imam, you can have somebody who's very responsible, like your father or mother. You know, people who are of age, how you can walk to them, you trust them, they can be talking to both of you, you know, stress out issues amicably and put things in order. So you need people like that around you. So every marriage, there should be people who are, you know, stand by. Bibinia, you don't listen. Because if you want to go to your parents all the time, then it's going to go like you are complaining too much, you are nagging too much. Usha in-laws be wise and smart and sensible. They will look at the man who is complaining too much and say, you are not mature at all. Simple issues ways you can't solve it. They'll be actually by and check. What kind of life is that? They'll even be sick and tired of you. So wisdom must be applied. Minor, go to people, counselors. There are people around who can help you solve, including pastors, big people. People who are, you know, Oma Wadiache, if you experience, if you experience. There are a lot of people to talk to. You don't necessarily need your parents, you know, but and you may be more than if he said, where they want to me, a do baby, to say where they, then you can go to parents and tell them. Okay. Because that one, a do family level.
Okay.
Thank you. The atwasuni. Don't force the relationship between yourself and your in-laws.
As a couple.
Yeah, as a couple. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. Opesa wo fa wa ase oba no. Opesa wo fa ukunu ne maame ne papa danfo. Ana opesa wo ne omo ye fine. Ana opesa wo ye nkrophobia, utumi ne omo sere. But omo mpesa. Don't force it. Umbe ye hi. Ombeka so ye nhihye so. Wo ye nhihye. Wo ye nhihye hondodo. Open nhihye hondodo. Ahihye. Are. No, there are some in-laws they are not really fine, sir. Okay, what are you about fine? Every kind of begin omo nyankrophobia no mo sheda pe. Marriage ni sir. Omo shege get just a high class than you. As of muade from their own eyes, from their own perception, how they view things. Okay, no muade but yabane so no anopa yabano, you know. And you are forcing to be nice with them. Sister, don't force. Stop buying them gifts to love you. Gifts will not make a man love you. Gifts will make a man like you because of their selfish interest and how opportunistic they are. And when people like you, that likeness can go anytime. When they love you, they stand by you.
Yes, sir.
So don't force yourself to love your in-laws. When they don't love you, don't force.
So on the other side,
Bema or Bano, don't force.
With regards to the in-laws,
yeah,
they shouldn't force themselves on their supposed in-law.
No. So maybe my man and papa, my wadewa. Now wo ya me yere. Na one person do mo hye wa afa wadanfo. Wo so mpesa. Hey, Jack.
Na se mo be ye abusua. Yese won ware be ma na won ware ono nko na wo ware abusua ka ho. Eya
obi a wo hia de bia na asere kire no. Obi a na ne de bonkom. Obi a na ye wadanfo. Adanfo fa ne mu mpo. There are limits and levels. So you are people who are very close in your circle. There are people who are second on the circle. There are people who are outside. You call all of them friends, but when you have an issue, there is a particular person you rely on.
That is why.
Yes, I was sorry. Ubu mame, ubu papa, ubu be in-law, ubu ambu sumo dom. Nanso so you will be a ubetumi no mayesa. Me, masi, me need you very close. Me need sere ya dina. You best sere, you bon komo sabi wenimwa, you Jimmy, you know, me say I was you know, near sere, near dia agro. You see, the respect is still there. You imagine say, or ya Sylvia or non pesa, on tessa, naturally in the attitude, in this level, non pe. Hey, yadana, why? Hey, now then, yeah, as I told us, hey, yeah, why nice? Yeah, you too much. Charlie, my friend, or not, sir, or global one limit. Know it, and then play around that limit. Don't force yourself. Oh, person in here fine, and person here fine. Rebecca cannot teach. So don't force to befriend your in-laws by force when they don't love you.
So
no one word
it goes.
Yeah, bema obado no one word diane na de ko obeso obodo aduane no mbedi omudi wie kra anya ko san yo se emono na asiashi na nye de atoso na me ya wi de atoso ye set boundaries and limits to your in-laws. Set boundaries. Hey, if you in your team na besra yen obepe de your bedroom, we have already set boundaries. To me see dan bedano me wo guest room no toilet and bath. You can enter into our kitchen, it's our kitchen. But you don't have the right to enter into our bedroom. Why? Because boundary and limits. Tina hona teamwork na bano. Yeah, TV ba kope. Yes, I need a TV ama wo de mo. Na ye ya adwene say loneliness abrewa. Me Lord ye bibu me do. The hall no TV kese ye nyina create mo ehwe akan drama. Na ahwe kantanka. Na ye sere, na ye say I say, is it not nice? Nevertheless, you must also understand that there are boundaries. Enti enya afa na okune ne yere koda no na in-laws ay kwajo mi hia kakra pa cho betumi akoda mpesa me ne me ba ne kasa no uni de je no because me ne me yere set boundary and limits. Enti maame no asew ba obema oni onya sa time set boundaries mempre na wase besra wa na wafrem oni baby na the band e oba na obefre bema na wafre na wacha onim if some worry am ba na I think that this and that especially awade awo onim. Let me go deeper. Awade awo onim. Bo say in-laws no ni aba ni abema o maame papa a start e frɛ guy no as a guy no ono na quota egum ono ohwie egum na ye adwuma ono ye nyame. Children are gift from God. Wo ye aduro obompa ya sere nyame so bedum e bi maaye. Say your body problem be pa cho me sero e ya mususu mo ba be ma no say mususu oba no so na ona wo de that wo you lo ni ma pressure me sero ya wade a yemienu ya tambuo wo nyame nchen eni ni panchen ya wade na nyame ni so wo ne ya be wade. What's your problem? Do you know what God is up to? Oba wo won ni nyina wo nyame sam. In-laws should not interfere simply because my wife is a barren woman.
Okay, into counselor
hono in a be ma no must be on the defensive side to defend the wife and say, listen, you are my mother, you are my father, you are my sister and brothers, but my wife is my wife. That is my family. So limitation or boundary limits.
Certain boundaries. Counselor, Cecilia, in semi what couples should actually do with regards to their in-laws.
Yeah.
Things that would actually make the marriage last. Ebema na ache na bibia esisisu na asofo no. Something very short.
So number one, as self-for in-law must understand that our children or my son and his wife, they need privacy. They need privacy. Wakosko won't privacy. Privacy ni say, omu wakwenya say, omu sunyo omu fa hudi. Nya fa hudi. Tembe bano, sanko ni fa hudi anko gusu wo roof nase. We free roof nase. Eja bema be free. De papa ni maame, you know, according to scriptures. Now we free join in the and the two of them shall become one
flesh.
Thank you. So what free one should understand you that now we have the privacy, so you don't interfere. Number two, he's matured enough. So don't call him and talk to him as if he's immature. It's an insult to your son or your daughter. Number three, respect them. Almost they want to build a family. Don't use your experiences in marriage to dictate and tell them that this is how they should run their marriage. Respect them. And the last one, you must understand that they have the right and they have their rights to do what they are doing. So please, don't bring your matters into their affairs. That's all.
Okay, inti ni nyina na counselor ama yati ase wama yehu asew wasede de wasa woye se ne be ya won so wo ba no na wode ebe ye prom na won so wani age woda na kire se wode usimye to ho na wada na bibia akoso kama ama ni nyina na counselor kire na afen so wama yati ase se awadefo enso de ewo se munyina mo nso mo ye se ne be ya asewfo no yenkonya ntawantawa na se ntokwa bia ensi we asem ya maka na chese de asem foforo asan bra aba mitrim sisi a se when does an in-law become an in-law se wo ware nipa no ewie na nipa no ebeye wase ana se wo ne ne twempena no na se you know, no my in-law send she'll be accepted, she'll be loved. You don't need all this rubbish. I call it rubbish. You don't need it. But counselor say we are trying to play our cards well. Send your kind from the introduction.
To get a genuine love from your in-laws, don't use gift to deceive their hearts and draw them close to you. The day the gift does not go, they will hate you. It's in a short. Let them love you naturally.
Okay.
For who you are and not what you give to them. Number two, one day, Bema Waba, you don't describe the papa saying in-law. You can call them in-law by mouth, but not by law. They don't own you. And Utibema ni Jawa no ba ni Jawa, uko suka, they have nothing to do. They don't own the thing. You understand?
It obi ni obi timi jaye mpena 3 days pepepe no mo so nkofo afra mo asew no omo te ho je awade de
because onya legally you know
onya o maso but omo nyina be fra wasew
no safe no aba na wonu an kwan ba wonu amomo ne ba o de milo ba nido ba etoma ba ni nyina omo beji because for now there some bema ba no oba no or the bema when the toba no come is nice man, but still you can't call them in-law because you are not certified. You understand?
Yes.
So that is it.
It's nature said nyina na counselor chire mu ama ye nyina yate ase no chese Facebook ba Sarah ehwe Emmanuel Jemensa Mrs. Visesha Haman so etuemu den Lady Bugambo and me Mercy ma Mercy so wo ho and Babran say chese ho no ma ye de iti yabeto ye boase na yakenkan messages ne bi WhatsApp na chile say ye the messages no so atwa so Facebook na de wom no so ye de amamo na fei yato ye boase na ye bie phone lines no atum obisi counselor good day please whose duty is it to bath the child? Is it is it the mother of the woman or the mother of the man?
Okay, after Matthias, and I say, Yawa, Yawa, gentleman. Who is asking the question? A gentleman?
Yeah, it's a gentleman.
Anyway, whether a gentleman or a man, the truth is that we are a team. We decide who will come and bath our children or who will come and bath our child. Enti, be man ma me to me oba ne ma me to me
nature say enye designated
enye equal hands. No. Ye team.
Title.
Ye team. Tebi asabe oba no wantumi anwo amfa na se ye twa no, you know. Ontumi nkura kwala no the stress is not easy. Na ye decide say onim. Ma membra ono wa hoden. Ma membra ono oye busy. Ma we membra oye, you know. Then we decide and then we bring. That's all. So by force.
Okay. I was put to bed at 32 weeks. I went through a lot before having my baby, and I wanted my mom around so much, but my husband insisted his mom came. My mom came to me at the hospital, and my mom-in-law asked her to go, for she would take care of me. It was fire throughout her stay for 3 months, and I was depressed. I couldn't complain over anything without my husband fighting with me. I stopped complaining, and my mother-in-law was always nagging. She doesn't mind meeting me at the gate, and she will start a fight with me over nothing. My husband comes, and she's the first to meet my hubby and make a complaint. That day, when my husband comes, know that there's going to be a fight. Let me go to my mom for some time. My husband won't allow. The last straw that broke the camel's back was when she was about to leave and I decided to bathe my son myself. This woman talked and talked, cursed me, and called my mom to curse her that if she doesn't know and we sit down and talk about her, may God deal with us. I have decided not to disrespect her, but I have kept my distance because this woman put me through a lot and left me depressed in my own matrimonial
So there is no
home.
teamwork. I am the man of the house. I want my mother. You know, for example, me, my mother, Sisi, she's weak.
Yeah.
You know, in her 70, 80.
Yeah.
No, I weak. Now my wa. Na Sisi, and in the coat to join in the night. Ebe gare me ba. So me to me aswa me ba no. Sebe aswa. You know, carry. You know, akwaba every day. Akwaba. Now me come. You know, you are stressing even the baby. Eti me gere ma me the beba. No abe gare no. No abe dia be a man 2, 3. What is wrong with that? It's not beautiful. And then I flow with my in-law. What's your problem? Me mama to me, nyanu chere say me do me mama and am chimi mama. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Akola ni nye tumi ko cha me mama and oba sorry and ohian otumi hu akola is beautiful. Now, this gentleman is a man who is authoritative. It's like what I say, my mother should come.
Period.
The lady doesn't, there's no teamwork.
Mama so ufri adwuma bana just complaining so
And I'm making this is a bad in-law. And then the gentleman is not enough. He's not enough. Meaning that he should be able to listen to the wife first, not the mother. Okay. Yeah.
I beg you, please read mine. Please and please. I'm dying. Oh, my man and I live in the same house with my in-law. He sleeps in the same room with the mother, eats her food, takes her advice. We've bought everything for our wedding. I mean everything. And the things are with her mother. Please help me. It looks like I am nothing in his life. Even sex is a problem.
Now, cohabitees.
Yes, please.
Cohabitees. So there are two things. I'll be real to you. It is either or either Bermano and Pegel. But when you sketching in Mammy, my shadabre, send it by a bepamono. Me to me, Casa Mempenance, I best my wasting the time. As a man don't know. To the Buba or the Obe or share the economies and no emfa or no abeco. And oh, some men can do that. Number two. What has the gentleman told the mother about the lady? That will make the mother decide that I will invade the house and take control over the house. Why? Lady needs to know so what thing. And why do you feel already? I would now say, I to turn your man, I was to us, I don't say, Unia Busia. So Kokakra, not guy Nimbu, so what baby call Busiako. The idea and I was a cranny baby ako to unfold boom now. Nima Misubu, because they think that you have nowhere to go.
Counselor is 100% right. My mother-in-law said to my husband that he is not who gave birth to me, so if he does not have money, he should not worry. Secondly, she met my mother at the funeral and told her that she can't quit for his son to die. Val, I'm not praising myself, but listen, I have taken care of the house, all the bills, paying school fees, rent, and still counting. But my mother-in-law influences my husband to the extent that I don't even know what to do again. Naturally say, I ain't simpy. This one, no. What does she have to do?
So what she has to do is to try as much as she can to talk to, not convince the husband. Not convincing means you are begging him to accept your proposal. No, you don't convince him. Talk to him. Okay. So that he'll be a man.
Okay.
Don't convince him.
Nice topic today, and Counselor has said it, but when a man discusses you to his family, they start to hate you without hearing from your side. My husband has been disclosing my issues with his family, and they told me since that I don't have love for his family, especially the sister who has been influencing him. He's always with his sister, and their actions says it all. Hello, good evening. My name is Rhoda. My in-law is a blessing to me. My husband is the only reason she's happy, and she happens to be the only son, and we are living in the same roof. I pray every wife gets a prayerful and a caring in-law. Amen. Hello, good evening. My name is Rhoda. Okay, I have read this message. Good evening, Val. God bless you and Counselor for the good work. I have been dating this guy for almost 4 years and we are planning to get married. But anytime we have issues, he doesn't want us to sit down to talk about it. And he will be the first person to report to my mom, even if he is at fault. And he lately gets angry easily over little things. Please, should I continue with the marriage plans or leave because I'm scared now? I'm Dorcas from Nungwa.
They should have a meeting together. And I don't like concluding when it comes to relationships and marriage issues. Because ujina chira asono de awote oban na wunsem die one be man interaction kasa yi so that the gentleman will understand marriage, the concept of marriage. Say marriage is not about in-laws, it's about the two of us.
The concept of marriage is about the two of us and not in-laws, even though they have their roles to play in a marriage, but then it centers around us. Nature say awadefo ye us before the world. Sana obi biara. Enti abusuafo ye bie phone lines na to wadaro ma ofre na kire se wa lower TV set the volume se ne be ya mete wonka na afin so counselor bete wonka na kire se insensem ni nyina no ye de ahyehye so na bibia akoso kama what's it me counselor me catch say ye call fabric center yambo china Mrs. Akufu Boatin aba wa mama tia se so wo hwe enti wani
fabric center ru anangaza
ampacho ai
ono oso wo hwe
wo hwe oso wo hwe wani
watching time one time.
Just by the way,
we'll go there tomorrow.
Mrs. Akufu Boatin Yakopon Enshirao Ankasa yeba nyambo china yeba na yabeshia mama eni obi biara wo de botobeko eni e menso me de ekola
some between material between us 1 year material.
Good evening, Auntie Valerie and Counselor. It seems everything discussed here is for me. Because my husband is the type who always tells his family about everything that goes on in our home. And before we got married, I had a good relationship with my in-laws and my sister-in-laws. But because of what my husband has been telling them, whether it is true or not, they just believed him and they wouldn't even bother to ask me. What they would do is rather insult me and get hatred for me. But when they see me, they pretend to love me. But when I'm not there, they talk evil about me. That has destroyed the good relationship I had with them. But frankly speaking, I really want to leave the marriage because I'm tired of being in a marriage full of fake in-laws. Obaya.
You don't leave marriage because of fake in-laws. You leave marriage because your husband is not fit for the marriage.
Counsel Pacho,
you don't quit, you don't leave, you don't walk out from your marriage simply because you have a problem with your in-laws. You leave marriage, you walk out because your husband is not fit for the marriage.
Wunyaya wadie se me ja wadie pempenem me se me no ma me ko efri se wususu se wonse wonom enhwe wuye da bida. Wujaya wadie e wogina pen so se nipa na wone ne wa wadie nim no
enkoyi
eno ena chese counsel aka matom me buase ena machirem ye bia phone lines na tum wadaruma numbers no ego screen nani na wafre na yedin komo pepepe. Ose counselor, who has the power with regards to the total number of people who comes to the wedding? Is it the couple?
It's not. Yes,
please.
But teamwork starts from caution.
Right from the beginning of our discussion, you made us understand that the in-law have power.
Yeah.
And what they do to a large extent.
Can influence the marriage.
Yes.
Yes,
please. On that angle.
Na papa ne mama from Berman and Obani be decide my marriage. You know? That is when they have money and they want to do the wedding in a big way to satisfy their ego. What I say, but wedding, you pay 500. You can feed them 1,000 and you're fine for their own good. But where a be said that you obasa ekokoti I'll plead it's not right. So, now, maybe parents or parents who scan and they want to make it big. There's nothing wrong.
Mama Patience, I say good evening, dear. You're looking good tonight, and God bless you and counselor for the powerful message this evening. We are still learning, and may God Almighty guide you and protect you. Amen. Yankopon Enshirao Bebre, Mama Patience. Josephine, say good evening, Val. And counselor, I am enjoying the show. Some in-laws be there. Some people are actually enjoying, and others just say bebre. Okay, mamin kinkai messages be amen so mensa kan ye. Mrs. Sapon say my mother-in-law is the best. She cooks for me every Sunday. She checks up on me twice a week, and she's just amazing. I love her so much. Oh.
Maybe they are the best. I
said my in-laws there, oh God, they've always missed me.
every time asking me when I'm coming over to see them. And it's as though their son is like a 2-year-old. My mother-in-law can call me and him that it just say, "Utimu say, or just say, omo penasem." Naturally, send your kind. Let your in-laws naturally come to love you.
Remember the crowd no afim me no abakra. Obesra me.
Okay, so my mother-in-law to be bought me bags full of goodies when coming from the US, and she always watches my status. Technological in-law. Ujana wareni ya. Na asam kesiye pa ena ato. Or say, as for my in-laws, they are good, but never allow your in-law to stay with you, because I allowed my husband's niece to stay with me. I have learned a great lesson. If you don't take care, it can ruin your marriage. Yeah, first caller, Ewo Ahomane. So, hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Midofo. Udini baby akase free wadaruma.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Jerry.
Manenko yetio.
My name is Jerry.
Okay, Jerry, me pacho yetio wadaruma. Manenko ntientio.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Rajali, where the safrebium wadaruma. Ah, safrebium. Na chirese eni entry in komo pepepe. Okay, also I was dating some guy and he said we should go and visit his mom. And then after visiting his mom said she doesn't like me. At the same time, the guy tells his mom about my work, that I'm a fashion designer, I work at home. But this guy tells his mom that I have a shop. So please, is it good that my guy is saying all of this and we are not married, we're dating?
Our shop say.
More dating. And Beman say, Oba middle, but Basina me fa unkochia me ma. No say okay, yo mate. Omudru ha no ma. Oba na me kan ho say oni. O say oh, Oba we dey me mpe. O say ah ma wo mpe ne say. O ye fashion design o. O wo the shop kese. O wo ne nsa no adwuma. Sister yensu so o pa made o fie.
So it looks like the in-laws' expectations that the Donkoh for gold digger. No, yeah, digger. Gold bringer. Uncle for Ubia or Dix Kabeba. The woman is not doing well. In fact, the son should be wiser to know that what your mother wants for you is not what will determine the success of your life.
Hello? Yeah, we'll be one woman. So. Hello?
Hello, Valerie, good evening.
Good evening, Medofo. Me pacha wudini baby akasa free. Okay, me pacha manenko wadaruma.
Okay, this is about my big sister. Only but you know, my big sister no is the one taking care of the house. Mom sends money to her, but on can't train a husband no. And I think last 2 years somewhere she was being paid $350. So the man reported my sister to the pastor. Said, Mrs. Sani because with $350 into me and sort out in Palani Myanmar and everything in the house. And this man is not bringing a penny. He's not even bringing a penny to the house, and he keeps saying my sister is cheating and everything. And also for in a quote said, Mrs. Sani two for no more second are the same. So I want to know if, because sometimes I tell my sister to just quit the marriage because so much pressure.
Okay. Yeah, that's a baby. Akosia.
Counselor, if you can help me with this thing.
Okay.
I will only help if I can talk to the right person. This is a sister speaking for the sister. She doesn't have the detail of the information. She heard, she listened, and she's telling us. The person involved should be the one talking to us so that we can experience how it is.
The role of in-laws, they always want to actually see the good for the person who they are related to. Seni hauka no. Inti misusu se ono adwempam ena ode ye
adwempam no ono busa adwenkyere e wa adwempam e wo nyansam na so wo ka asem a ye bo na mane enye nipa na na eka. We can't give an answer. If we give an answer, the answer may be wrong. Maybe the information or the mind could have been wrong. or could be wrong. Yes.
What would you
It's
actually
our advice
tell
that once we
Akosua?
put our number on the screen by the grace of God, obetumi this is no afraid. Or can't. Listening to her herself, we can address the issue.
Hello, good evening. Please read my message. I need help. My current girlfriend's mom was very cool with me from the beginning and even claimed she sees me in her dreams and I'm the right husband for her daughter even before I met my girlfriend. There were most times she'd call her daughter for financial help when she's with me and I would gladly help. These days, the support isn't going much because I'm financially down. My girlfriend has a friend overseas who helps them financially. Now, her mom says she's had a vision that I am not meant to be her husband, so she should cease from being with me. I live with my girlfriend and she loves me too, so she's ready not to listen to her mom. But my issue is, what should I do about this? Counselor Jay from Amasaman, please, I need help. Kindly read my message.
No, what's the Canadian? Na sum. And the swadu hunum. No, you can.
Okay, answer now, be yano. Odi, my empike koi. Now wait, dear. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Medofo. Me pacha wudini baby akasa free wadaroma.
Yeah, please, my name is Derek. I'm calling from Katamanso, Apollonia.
Okay, manenko yeti wadaroma.
Please, this is my personal issue. I was living with one lady for about 2 years now, and we plan to get married.
Okay.
And later on, it's like I got loose of my job. So then I see that the lady behavior is changing. Anything I say to her, she doesn't listen to me, but she rather listen to her mom and instead of me. And the thing that pisses me off that the materials and things that we bought for our wedding or our marital action. When I told her nowadays I don't have money to do a lot of things, then her character has changed. Then she told me she's traveling to her mom's place. But I always see her every midnight, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m. dawn, chatting on WhatsApp. When I talk, then she will get annoyed. When I talk to her, then later on, before I know, she packed all the clothes and things that we bought for our marriage and sent it away. And then, as I asked her, she told me if I need any explanation, I should come to she and the mom. That's what she told me. So what should I do?
Okay, Counselor.
Leave the lady. If this is the true story, don't ever marry a woman who is a materialistic woman. Don't, you die. See, the mother needs money, using the daughter to fetch money. And now the money is not there. What do you expect? This is a woman who has already threatened you in courtship. You are not safe in marriage. So the guy should just organize himself, come back, revive himself, and then move on. But the girl need the money.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay. Back to the message that I read earlier with regards to say mama no so boy no hunter.
So that because no whisker.
Yeah.
They say the Juma best say no. Soon we are see. Yeah, the reporter by angelic beings. That's he say the onyendiku. So it tells you the kind of woman that will become your in-law that you are not safe. Or see even though girl ne peno, but ne mama no and na hard dream. So I will encourage the gentleman that the decision is dependent or dependent. It depends on the lady. The lady say, well, you must have still, and will be no shame, still need be. That's all. And then from there, when they have the team together, they can move to the father, talk to the father, the influence will come.
Do in-laws have a role to play in the application or choosing of a spouse?
Yes and no. Because my best now me say me wado apart from saying nyame na do ama me you me ana me be fa you me na me hu bibi won na me pe na me say me do wo sabe ye du fie mpanifo nso wa ani omo san wa experience omo san wa ntete omo hwe ne oma bebre it is sometimes you present the lady or the gentleman and they go like no and sometimes they say no ye kware and yet we end up we will never forget they said no to it because it's hey me kware ma me ka kire me say me ma me ware oba no me ma me ka kire me say me ma me ware be ma no hey tie oma kenye aware fo bebre ato and so parents no sum bi wo mumu. So that's why I'm saying say parents know what part to be to play in our decision when it comes to marriage and courtship. You should be careful. Parents know they have great influence. Their no can be serious. Some guys and some ladies will take their parents serious. Once the parents say no, we're jail.
We are a day.
We're jail.
Oh, me kura me number one.
We're jail. Ena obo so can no na. or a girl, no, they talk, and then they come back with force. And they, at the end of the day, parents and say, I think, say, more prove you and say, you know, you are strong, you are, okay, let's go. Yeah, so that is it.
Okay. Mami Ridi, just 2 messages. Good evening, please. I would like to hide my name. I have an issue with my wife, and I tried to talk to her, but she doesn't want to listen to me. So I reported her to her mom because I'm cool with the mom and dad. Please, I want to know if I'm wrong to involve them in my marriage, but I didn't tell my parents about the issue, though. Counselor.
Who say the decision she has taken.
If it is right.
If it is right.
Or wrong.
What decision? Next. Choosing the life partner.
Yes, please.
Don't go catch any parents. The first thing to do is to consult God, who is the giver of husband and wife. Pray to God. God can communicate. Number 2, your pastor is there. If your pastor is spiritual, chief imam is there. You know, there's somebody who is very spiritual, genuinely connected to God. They can pray and ask God for his grace. Also, your parents are assets. You can go to them, tell them, they will pray and also advise you. So all these things will lead you to the right path.
So did he do right by actually talking to the mom and the papa?
Very good.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. So God bless you, Counselor and Val. May God continue to protect and bless you all abundantly. Amen. You're speaking for me, Pa. My husband sold me to his mom and sister. Some issues came up and I was blamed for it. I also didn't know anything about it. My mother-in-law came to my room and dragged me out for her daughter to beat me. My brother-in-law intervened and called my husband at work to come home and see what had happened. When my husband got home, her mom was lying on the floor crying that I had beaten her mercilessly. My late mom and my family are so nice to my husband, but his family are not nice to me, especially the women and the house. He's always forcing me to play with his mom like how my mom used to play with him. I came home from work, met my mother-in-law in our bed. I complained to my husband, and he told me if it was my mom, would I have complained? My late mom never entered my bedroom. She didn't see the curtains to my bedroom. God bless you. You're really teaching this generation. Some people are really going through a lot.
Yes, I'm telling you. We do this program and somebody can sit on social media and we'll be able with the opinion. We'll be in partition or confront social media as if you are not making sense. But I'm telling you, people are dying in marriages. Now yet then, and was that one passo. No,
matrimonial bed.
Communication, no boundary.